What would come to your mind if one says glass, aluminium, doors and windows? Of course, a house. It is there everywhere. In our houses, buildings, offices, shops, malls, you name it and you'll find it present in our daily life everywhere. But we aren't aware of it as an industry. The recently held Zak Exposition was one such effort in this area to showcase innovations in glass, fenestrations and aluminium extrusions.
We organize an event, namely Zak Glass Technology Expo. This is its 10th edition. Over the years, the glass industry has really blossomed, and we felt that we should do something different, very unique. We wanted to go one notch higher this time.
This Glass Tech and Doors and Windows show were co-conceived by myself. And then 10 years ago when we started, we had a very small exhibition in Bombay with barely 35 exhibitors. And from that today we are about 500 exhibitors, a show which is 50,000 square meters with lots of companies, a lot of international companies and of course local companies. So this is a very specific B2B show. It talks about products for the glass industry, for the doors and windows industries, that traders, manufacturers can come and explore options of what equipments and what products to buy. So this is the one-stop shop show for this industry, which is the pioneer and the leader in this show in India.
This exposition was held in New Delhi at Pragati Maidan and saw an unprecedented participation from exhibitors and visitors. Participants were a heady mix of manufacturers, traders and distributors. And representation was from many big and small players of the industry from all parts of not just India but many international exhibitors as well.
हम लोग आइटम्स बनाते हैं, जैसे हैंडल्स हैं, पिलर्स हैं, इस तरह के डिजाइनिंग ट्रीज हैं, स्टेप्स हैं, ये पिलर्स हैं, इस तरह के सारे आइटम्स बनाते हैं और हम लोग तकरीबन 10 साल से इस ग्लास लाइन में हैं और यहाँ पर जैक के साथ हम लोग करीब 6 साल से पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं। पहले हम लोग अदर स्टेट में जाके डायरेक्ट जो ऑर्डर लेते थे, लेकिन जब से हमने इस जैक के साथ जो अपना यहाँ पार्टिसिपेट किया है, उसके बाद जब से हमने जैक के साथ पार्टिसिपेट करना शुरू किया है, जब से हम लोगों का बिज़नेस काफ़ी और बढ़ गया है। हम लोग इसमें 6 साल से हैं और यहाँ पे हम लोगों को नए ऑर्डर्स मिलते हैं, क्लाइंट्स मिलते हैं और काफ़ी अच्छा ऑर्डर मिलने के बाद हम लोगों का बिज़नेस और बढ़ रहा है हम लोगों का।
We have started operations in India around 4 years back, and we have a long-term perspective for India, and we have been coming to SAC for the last 4 years, and we have seen this exhibition grow, and we have seen this as a window for India because we have found people from tier 2 and tier 3 cities coming here, processors, and this is a good exhibition where we can get access to tier 2 and tier 3 cities and processors, because earlier when we came to India, we came through the higher end processes, and we are focused with our cutting lines, glass cutting lines and standalone cutting machines in India. We also have the insulated glass lines, but we have found that our presence now has been strengthened in not only the top-end processors but also the middle and the small segment, because we find that even in rural pockets, we find because of the labor shortage, people have come to us for automatic cutting lines, which is really a heartening development in India, and we hope that with FDI in retail coming up, there'll be a huge expansion.
Our company is Champion Union Company. We specialized in diamond tools for glass process, like diamond wheels and drill bits. This fair we participate with First Glass Company, which is specialized in glass grading machines manufacturing, because we supply our best tools to these glass grading machines. So we work like partners, cooperation partners. This is not the first time we attend the fair in India. We want to develop more in Indian market. We know in Indian market now glass industry is also in developing, so we want to find more opportunities through this fair.
Let's hear from the aluminium extrusion industry representatives what they have to say about this exhibition and their experiences here.
We deal in various extrusion profiles ranging from architecture, industrial, as well as transportation, HVAC, and heat sinks and all those other various extrusion applications. Here we are for meeting the client's B2B relationships, and I think till now the response has been good. Basically, we have launched a new window system also. We are trying to standardize the Indian window system market.
Pragati Extrusion now is new in the Indian market. We are trying to look for a possible new customer. For this kind of market, we are already study especially equipment to be a very low price, to be with a very high capacity of production, and also other important things that we are studying with the energy saving to be installed on our presses in order to have the possibility to save a lot of money also with the energy consumption. This is very important for the future of the extrusion line. Our policy is to make all of the other presses in Italy, so it's only Italian quality. All materials are coming from Italy, so no material is coming from China. That's our policy, and this is our successful solution for the future.
We are the biggest extruder in India. We have got 7 presses under one roof. We can produce up to 80,000 tons a year. Our widest section can be up to 450 mm width, and we have got the widest range of extrusion. We are looking for the specific uses of the aluminium so that we can feed the market in a bigger scale. Our quality products are recognized all over India and abroad. We are exporting to almost 30 countries and 250 customer bases there. Our quality is well recognized within India and in the international market. We have got a good response in the exhibition, and specific requirement-based customers are approaching us. In general, also our new customer base also is increasing with this participation. Where they are not able to get anywhere, we are able to cater to them.
Now is the turn of the exhibitors from the Doors and Windows Expo to share their views about their industry and their representation here. Let's hear what they have to say.
We signed an agreement with Belgium Aluminium, which is an authorized profile system, because profile system is the name of our company. Profile system gave this agreement to Belgium Aluminium to use our product, to work our product, and to sell windows and doors to everybody. First time we are participating to this exhibition. To be frank, also this is the second time that I'm coming in India, but I'm very surprised because we have a lot of people coming, a lot of people interested by aluminium, but aluminium of quality, so it's very interesting for us.
Our company is Organplast, based in Israel. Basically, we are adding value for UPVC window, aluminium, every external building element. We can add some wooden effect, wood imitation, protecting the outside element from the heat, from the damage and everything. So actually we are looking to establish a partnership or a distribution in India. We found it very much interesting, and actually we are very much surprised by the demand and by the growing demand for this type of product in India, especially for UPVC window. So we are quite amazed. We came totally unprepared for this type, and we ran out of business crowd after the first day. So this was quite amazing for us to see such a growing market and such a friendly population, you know.
See, the response has been good for quite so long, and we have found a really good clients over here. We are looking basically at the niche client, the niche section that basically looks for quality, rather than just the quantity or pricing. And so far the response has been good. We are into this business for last 40 years and we have survived just because of the quality that we are sustaining till this time. And the kind of client we are looking for is specifically in this exhibition. We have participated in exhibition for last 20 years. And since then, we have been participating continuously. We are manufacturing one of the best doors in the industry, and we are seasoning it, properly chemically treating it, and accordingly, we are supplying it for the customized design and the customized size according to the finishing, what clients require, according to that. We have in-house designers, a number of people, those who are working for us, the best craftsmen in the country, and a number of CNC machines by which we are manufacturing these doors.
With approximately 20% CAGR, the glass, aluminium extrusion and fenestration industry is seeing innovation in every sphere. And to give a platform to not just increasing the client base but to inform and bring awareness of new technologies and solutions, the Zak Exposition facilitated conferences where industry leaders gave presentations and demonstrations. They also shared the use and application of new designs and materials.
We've been doing this exhibition to be a part of the industry, to educate, to foster best practices and also to share the ideas to build a strong nation in this industry, which is the facade and fenestration market. The idea of doing conferences, which is basically the Thermal Break Symposium, the Zak Aluminium Surface Finish Symposium in support by Qualicoat, the Zak UPVC Profile Conference supported by UDMA. All these conferences are done to educate and share the experience of experts and the public who are using such products. It is important that such conferences happen in parallel to exhibitions, because for a visitor or for a participant or for anyone who is sitting here for this entire day, is reason to visit such a fair is fulfilled. He's able to not only see new products, but he's also able to learn new technologies and then thus implementing in his regular day-to-day work. Zak has been extremely delighted with the response of this show.
Let's hear from the presenters the key takeaway of their presentations and their views about the industry.
I've given a presentation today about sealants, adhesives and PU foams for the installation of windows. Now, a window cannot be installed properly without using the proper sealants, without using the proper PU foams. Why they are used? They are used mainly to protect them from the weather, protect from the air, protect from the rain, protect from the UV resistance from dust, but also to make them acoustical, sound insulation, thermal insulation, to make sure that you keep the cold inside. We are putting a lot of air conditionings, we are using a lot of energy to that, but we want to ensure that we save a lot of energy. To keep the cold inside, you need to ensure that your windows are installed properly, sealed properly, and for that you need to use the right sealants and the right PU foams.
This seminar was organized by UDMA and Zak together for the UPVC window industry. The key takeaways, I would say, the new technologies which are coming into the market and the teething problems, the challenges which are there in the market, which had to be analyzed by the industry, openly discussed with the stakeholders of the industry. I think that a main issue was addressed at the event, and I think moving forward the industry would gather and optimize and bring in the standards to improve our capacities.
One of the most important things we want to highlight in this conference is that the UPVC industry is growing very strongly, and there is a need for each one of us to contribute towards this industry. Whether it is a government regulation, whether it is the construction practice, whether it is the machineries, whether it is the product quality, whether it is the awareness. So as UDMA, we are basically trying to promote on all the fronts to take this industry forward.
Was invited here at Zak to speak about the effects of hardware on windows and doors, and implications that the hardware have on the shapes, on the size, the aesthetics, the functionality, the security, on the durability, and of course the price of windows and doors. Well, that Zak is one of the brand's largest names when it comes to the fenestration industry in India. Comparable to the large exhibition in the Fensterbau. All the major players turn up here, and I think 3 exhibitions they do per year. And the audience is pretty professional, like a lot of fabricators do come, profile fabricators do come, and it's really bringing the industry forward in terms of professionalism and shared knowledge.
My key factor of the presentation was to provide a solution for the installation, how to make my homes soundproof, how to make my homes watertight, and this we have shown in the presentation, that we are using a special foam. It means a PU foam, similar what we are using in Europe. The same concept we have introduced in India in today's workshop. Also on the bottom we have a window cell, that my bottom part of the windows are not getting dirty, that it's getting cleaned. The water will not go on the wall, the water get out of the window on the window cell, and then it will flow down to the bottom, and it will not make the walls dirty and wet.
इनमें जो होल होते हैं, अगर ये होल थोड़े से आगे पीछे हुए तो आप इन्हें कैसे एडजस्ट करेंगे?
Be it the manufacturers or the consumers, there was something for everybody in the Zak exposition. But one very important link between the producers and the consumers is the workforce, which really executes and uses these products to create the houses, the buildings and the malls for us. So to teach the carpenters, glaziers and masons the right procedure and techniques and make them aware about the international standards, Kaanch Ki Paatshala was organized. Through Nukkar Natak, this workforce was given training and demonstrations, and their queries were taken care of.
The Paatshala was conceived because as I wanted that the people, if some glaziers or some glass people don't do a job correctly, then what happens is the whole industry suffers. It is better that we teach those people who are not really learnt to do it correctly. Also, there were a whole lot of people who were doing work with wood. And though wood is a beautiful medium for construction, but if we use the kind of construction and the housing is coming around, if everywhere we start using wood, I think our planet will be blank of trees. And we wanted to bring this awareness that to use the green materials and making them more useful. So we set about this exercise. This idea was how to teach them. Because we have been teaching the architects, we have been teaching the designers. But what about the man on the street? He has to learn about glass. So we gave it a very innovative name. We called it a Paatshala. I think that by the end result, I am very proud that we were able to set a platform for educating these people and bringing them as a part of this community rather than treating them as rivals.
I, from my company, on behalf of my company, feel very proud to be part of this initiative, which initiative was taken by FOSG. And this is a first good initiative, and we need to take it on because glass industry is growing at a very fast pace, about 10 to 12% every year. I am very proud to say that a lot of other products which are related to glass and fittings were shown in front of a lot of people, and the carpenters, fitters who have been in this business for so many years, I mean, they have gone back, and I think this word will spread out to so many people, and I think this Kaanch Ki Paatshala is going to become a sensation.
We have a company for architectural glass fittings, and of course glass fittings, when we say, is associated with processed glass and the building industry. So in India this has been growing particularly fast, and with the availability of more processed glass, more materials to use, and so it's the business is growing in this country, and also the market is maturing, that people are more quality conscious, they're more educated what they want, in terms of the product, and again we try to bring the latest products from international market as per international quality standards. And one of the endeavors is along in such kind of exhibition is to introduce the products to our trade and customers, architects, builders, and also that we can train people and get people to understand what is these products all about.
Let's listen to the students of this Paatshala about the lessons learnt here.
ग्लास फिक्सिंग के लिए ग्लास के क्या फ़ायदे हैं, पीवीसी विंडो ये लगाना सीखा है यहाँ पे, और इनके क्या क्या फ़ायदे होते हैं ये भी सीखा है, इसलिए 3 दिन से मैं रोज़ आ रहा हूँ।
मैं पुराने ज़माने का कारपेंटर हूँ और आज के दुनिया में हम लोगों को काम नहीं मिल रहा है, इसलिए कि नया नया तरक्की हो गया, नया नया फैशन आ गया, इसलिए हमारी रोजी रोटी कम हो रही है। और इसलिए कांच की पाठशाला, मुझे पता चला कि कांच की पाठशाला लगा है प्रगति मैदान में, इसलिए हम लोग नया नया तरक्की सीखने के लिए आए और बहुत कुछ सीखे और बहुत कुछ पैसा कमाएंगे अब।
Without the visitors, any exposition would not serve its purpose. So we leave you with what the visitors have to say.
We are into this fabrication of aluminium and aluminium related products, as well as a few architectural products. So we have come here because we are getting a very large in-house product list from different kind of manufacturers, you say different kind of overseas people from whom we can buy, whom we can get new products, we can get new technologies which we can prosper in our Eastern India's market. And we have also got a pretty good feedback over here regarding the products that we have seen.
I am visiting this exhibition for my personal use and for the business development purpose. I am going to set up my commercial complex at Dehradun near IT Park. For that, I am getting good concept for my shopping complex, as well as I can develop the business for IT Park from this place. It's a dual purpose for me.
Well, my purpose of the visit is basically, we are from the interiors, basically doing turnkey projects for hotels and for various developers, builders. And we come here to see what is new, and everything is very good in the show. We come to know about the new products and new solutions also.